So we think we've got the answer, and the answer is venture capitalists.
Name of the game, move the money from your client's pocket into your pocket.
Right.
It's not fucking real.
We're going to take a fuckload of money from some totally unknown... No, we're not really, no. A few weeks back, we put out some videos saying that things need to change at Starling Cycles and getting your opinion on what you think is important for Starling Cycles so that we can maintain that as we make those changes. So for 10 years, Starling's been manufacturing bikes, well, for nearly 10 years now, Starling's been manufacturing bikes in Bristol, initially in my shed, with just me, then in the workshop in St. Werburgh's with Ollie was there and James was there and Jeff for a little while. Oh, and Pi, won't forget him. And then we've now moved into this new unit and we're producing everything here. But not everything. So the swing arms we get made by Ora in Taiwan. Ora have also made our stainless frame. So we did the Roost hardtail for a while and we've done some Murmur stainless full suspension bikes. But we've also had a little bit of support from some smaller frame builders with niche swing arms and a few other things, some prototyping. But fundamentally, the majority of our stuff has been made here in Bristol. But making everything in Bristol is really hard. We haven't got the capacity to always meet demand, and to scale up is tricky. It would mean going from one frame builder to two frame builders. It's a big step change, which is difficult. Because we've always struggled with capacity, we've never had frames in stock, so customers always have long lead times. Not having frames in stock is difficult because it means we cannot supply dealers. No dealer is willing to order frames and then wait 12 weeks to deliver to their customers. We need to resolve these things. We need to find a way to have better capacity, the ability to deliver to customers in shorter lead time, ability to deliver to dealers. Fort is a manufacturer in the Czech Republic who make frames for a number of German and English brands and other countries that you will know very well. They're an experienced manufacturer. The company's been there for 30 years. They make very high quality frames. They enable us to scale without having to scale in the UK, which allows us to meet lead times. We went out, saw the factory, which is really just a larger scale version of the Starling factory, obviously with more employees and more welding stations and more equipment, but still building frames in the same way that we do. We chatted to Daniel, the owner, and he's a lovely bloke, and he took us around a tour, showed us everything. Michael, the engineer. We met all the people building our frames for us, brazing our frames, interesting, so they continue to be brazed. It's a really good setup. They do everything from tube prep all the way to paint, and they're producing frames to the same quality that we are here in the workshop. So obviously engaging somebody new is difficult, but after visiting, we've come away very confident that the brazing quality was fantastic, their equipment was fantastic, their QC control is good. We've got an example of one of the Fort-made front triangles here. So this is a Murmur with an Ora swing arm. We built this up with an isolin shock on it, but essentially these frames are made in exactly the same way. The machinings, bottom bracket, ISCG, all the parts are the same as we use in the UK. Reynolds top tube and down tube, 4130 seat tube, brazed in the same way. Everything is identical. The only difference is it's made by a different person in a different country. So Fort are also doing the painting of the frames out there. This one's in a lovely kind of metallic red. It actually gives us the options to do some slightly different colors, but probably in a reduced color set. So there won't be as many colors, but maybe a few nicer different colors. So does that mean we're stopping manufacture here in the UK? Well, no, we will continue maintaining this facility in Bristol, but it will be used for our rare frames. Fort will only be making the core frames, the Murmur and Twist front triangles. We'll continue to get swing arms from Ora, but this facility in Bristol will be used for the exciting stuff, the rare bikes, so our Beady Little Eyes, Stern downhill bike, which is coming soon. We've got a few other exciting ideas. We can also go back to doing custom size frames, something we haven't had the capacity to do for a long time. One other thing that maintaining, get out of it, dog. One other thing that maintaining Bristol Workshop means is we can still do refurbishments and repairs when required. If there's any issues with frames, get back here and we can do refurbishments, repairs, something that's really important to us to keep the frames going. Moving our core production to Fort in the Czech Republic. So why are we doing that? We've kind of explained, but to reiterate, It enables us to scale, to produce more of the core frames. Having more frames and more capacity means we can supply to our customers with shorter lead times. Currently it's 12 weeks. We're hoping to be able to have frames in stock that we can ship within a week, maybe quicker. Having frames in stock means we can supply to dealers. We can get frames into bike shops. We can get them into bike shops near you. And we know a lot of people like to buy direct from shops. You get to see the bike before you buy it. We'll have frames available to create some demo fleets. Ford are still going to be doing small batches. They're not going to be mass manufacture. This helps with quality control. It means we can get out there and visit them regularly and see what's going on. It helps with if there's any rolling changes required, we can do that. So Ford will manufacture the core frames in the Czech Republic, but everything to do with design, testing, changing the design, updates, refinements still happens in the UK. It's still a UK designed product. And new ideas for new frames will come from the UK. The only thing once they've manufactured them, they will ship them to the UK and we will do final QC and checks on them, make sure they're good. We'll assemble on the swing arms before we ship them out to customers or dealers. But hopefully, as time goes on, we will be able to hold stock of frames in the Czech Republic for distribution into the EU. And the EU is becoming our biggest market, and it's the market we're pushing hardest to supply. Sustainability has always been really important for Starling cycles. When we did the environmental study, one of the most damaging things we did was air freighting of frames around. So local manufacture of the frames to supply into the local market is really good for sustainability. Also, for being a bigger company will inherently be more efficient in their manufacturing than us doing it on a small scale. So there's a strong sustainability argument for that as well. So we're not just getting bigger for the sake of it. By outsourcing manufacture, it enables shorter lead times, holding stock, which makes it easier for us to get bikes into shops, easier to get to our customers in shorter time. But we're keeping everything here in Bristol that's important to Starling. We can still manufacture the rare frames here in the UK. We still have design, we still have the team for doing QC. Nobody loses their job. So it allows us to keep Starling as Starling. We've still got all the ingredients, we've still got the good bike designs, the simple bike designs. The frames are still made in the same way, it's just a better way of getting them to customers in ultimately a more sustainable way. So that's what's going on. Really nothing too, significant for us and important for us and ultimately important for you, but Starling isn't disciplined. We're not making a multi-link bike. We're not making them out of carbon fibre. We still hope that you as Starling customers understand the bikes and appreciate the effort we're putting in. I suppose it's part of what we do is we like to be transparent. We like to let everybody know what's going on. So hopefully we're doing that as well. And hopefully you like that and keep riding our bikes for the long time that they last.